Please like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News, which are words I do expect to come from my mouth and actions I expect to come from your extremities. Do your best, if you could, please, to reach over, like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News. We need the friends, and you need, frankly, some silliness in your life. Your mom's been calling us. You need help.
This is True Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
Technically, your mom's been calling us because we need help.
Oh. Well,
Either
she's
way.
dead. How's she making that phone call?
Long distance.
Yeah, thank you.
On October 29th, Catherine Burleson and a friend walked Burleson's 13-year-old corgi, Emma, on Trinidad State Beach in California.
Oh, who's a good girl? Who's a good girl?
I know. Why do I picture the late Queen with her corgis?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They were walking, the three of them, the two people and the doggy, when a pack of 10 standard poodles burst from a nearby car and raced toward them.
And you know how vicious poodles are.
Hey, well, standard poodles are pretty good size.
They are, but they're friendly dogs.
They're a pack, dude. Do you suppose poodles get smarter in a mob like people do?
Yeah, just as smart.
Yeah.
Whoa.
According to the Mad River Union, Burleson leaned down to pick up Emma, but she wriggled out of Burleson's arms just as the pack attacked.
It's a poodle pack attack.
I thought Emma and I were going to be killed, Burleson said. To make things even weirder, during the incident, Burleson felt her finger being bitten, but when she looked up, it was the poodle's owner, Frank Mallet, who had her finger in his mouth.
You think with a name like Mallet, he'd rather hit her.
Yeah. Mallet later told her he thought he was biting one of his dogs. Yeah.
So she's got that much hair on her knuckles.
Emma was severely injured, underwent emergency surgery from which she is still healing.
Oh, good.
Mallet reportedly owns a service dog company that, according to the website, places dogs with children at little to no cost through the help of donations and volunteers. And they keep costs down by simply feeding the children to the dogs so they don't have to actually buy food. What the hell, man?
Yeah, well, this guy's a good
Whoever
trainer.
thought there would be a story about Night of the Living Poodle? I mean, really?
My friend Suzanne, who I've known since fourth grade, has always had standard poodles, and they are always the sweetest dogs.
You know, we had what was supposed to be, I don't remember how the sizes goes, toy and then miniature. Burp was supposed to be a toy.
Okay.
But he was much too manly for that, so he became a miniature.
That's because he was fat.
No, he grew bigger.
Oh, okay. Well, he was no teacup poodle.
He was a neat little apricot poodle who at the end of his life had his tongue hanging in his mouth because he had no teeth because he ate breakfast with my dad. Enough said.
I loved Burp.
So the first time I saw a full-size standard poodle, which was many years later, actually I was walking Burp down by Riverside Park. There was a house and it had this poodle the size of a St. Bernard.
Yeah, or what looked like what seemed.
Well, in comparison, it was a dinosaur.
A big one with nasty pointy teeth.
The scary part is they had the same freaking haircut. Only, 12 sizes difference.
Yes, of course.
Here, Burp.
So, here are some words I never imagined coming from my mouth in my lifetime.
Speak slowly because I don't want to miss any of these.
King
Slower.
Charles.
See, I was kind of hoping my ears would never hear those words.
Right? King Charles.
Because you have now moved from what I remember as the royalty version to now we're into the activist versions.
Yeah, well, the nutcase.
Well, from here on out, it's all activist, I think.
Okay.
However, I'm guessing Vegas should have odds on how long it takes the monarchy to activate itself right out of existence.
So, King Charles hosted a lunch event for the members of the Order of the Merit.
Yep.
He allowed artist David Hockney to loosen the dress rules. Now, the dress code is usually incredibly formal.
Always has been.
But
you know why?
Why?
This is kind of a big deal.
Yeah. But the monarch allowed artist David Hockney, who uses a wheelchair to attend the event, allowed him to come in the footwear of his choice.
Which was
bright yellow Crocs.
Dude. Give an inch.
When His Majesty met David, who insisted on standing for the king, he complimented him on the bold choice of footwear. Those yellow galoshes, beautifully chosen, he said. David kept it formal for the rest of the look. He went for a gray plaid suit. and bright yellow Crocs. He sounds like he's dressing like me for stage.
So let me think. They've already unloaded Harry and Meghan.
Yeah.
Good move, by the way.
Harry and Meghan.
Yeah, two attention whores. Now,
they need money. That's why. I think that's the biggest reason.
Well, duh.
You know,
hi, we're going to be our own people. Good. We're not giving you our money. Crap. I didn't think this through.
Our plan is not working perfectly.
Where was I now?
You were doing your next story.
I was hoping that King Charles would be a short-lived proposition because I'll take my chances with William.
I'm not so sure.
What could it be worse?
Probably not. Probably not.
Charles has been a whack job forever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great. And I've irritated all of Great Britain.
No, you haven't. I know plenty of people who would agree with you.
So Brandy Batone of Plano, Texas, argued successfully, I might add,
well done.
that her unborn fetus qualified her to drive in the HOV lane. She is now the namesake of House Bill 521 in Texas. According to MSN, and it must just fry their cojones to have to report this, the Brandy bill, introduced by State Representative Briscoe Kane, states that a pregnant driver is, in fact, entitled to use any HOV lane in the state, period.
Thank you.
Full stop.
Yeah.
Texas Penal Code stipulates an unborn child is considered a person at every stage of gestation, from fertilization until birth. If the Brandy bill is signed into law, it should take effect in September.
Fascinating.
Who knew? Hoisted on a legal petard.
Ooh, that's nice. Random geographical stuff. You ready?
I did not do well in geography class, man.
I did okay in geography, but you're going to get a kick out of this because you don't have to know anything.
Oh, good, because that's about what I know.
Some of the Earth's tectonic plates move a little quicker than others when shifting.
I'm sure they're always show-offs.
Australia sits on one that travels northward. It has a slight clockwise rotation.
Well, yeah, because it feels like it's losing the race.
And a rate of around 2.7 inches a year.
All right.
GPS systems in the country have to be updated every so often as a result. Otherwise,
I guess every 2-3 years you're going to have to.
Why are we in the ocean? Why? And I'm sure there's some.
I took the left turn. Why?
There's some kook in the very northern part of Australia up there going, wee, wee.
And one kook in the south who's found a hunk of like a tree and is pushing it.
Ireland is not what most consider a tropical getaway.
Well, unless you're from Scotland. And then it would be tropical.
But the Irish coasts...
Especially if the rain's coming straight down, not sideways.
But the Irish coasts have plants that look so much like palm trees. The Cordyline australis, or cabbage palm, is a plant native to New Zealand. It became popular in Irish gardens.
Which is, by the way, the southernmost of the...
tropical islands.
Exactly right.
Became popular in Irish gardens in the 1800s and not technically a tree. And able to thrive in Ireland's warm ocean currents. As much as they're warm.
Say that again?
Right.
It's the North freaking Sea.
No. Ireland. Ireland, come down. It's the Atlantic.
Is it still?
Yeah, they're dealing with the Atlantic on that.
They're not in the North Atlantic?
No.
Well, yeah.
They're not in the North Sea. They're in the Atlantic. Iceland's in the North Atlantic.
Fine.
And
so that makes it that much warmer, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, tons. Well, they survive. And they look kind of cute. As of 2019...
Are they green? They've got to be green if they're in Ireland.
Canada has a population of about 37,500,000 people.
17 of them are actually conservative.
The 2019 U.S. Census data puts California's population at 39,500,000.
See?
More in California than
Can we export them?
maybe.
You know, we always said we could just put them on Rhode Island and be done with it.
Yeah, well, let's stick them in Canada. They need people.
Canada. Nobody will notice then. Coventry Club is a 46-acre... Let me try again. Coventry Club is a 46-acre campground in Milton, Vermont. And for almost 60 years now, it has been a haven for nudists.
Nudie Patootie.
Well, and every other patootie. They closed at the end of the season, according to WCAX-TV.
Hang on, did you pronounce that clothed?
Closed. CLOSED.
I thought maybe they got dressed because it got cold.
Our second day here, we fell in love with the place and the people, said camper Gentlebear. Why am I picturing one of the guys from Sons of Anarchy with no clothes? The owners are going... The owners are going to retire and the land has been sold to a family. Vermont's unusual laws about nudity allow flashing the birthday suit in public, but you can't take off your clothes in public. This is the only place like this in the Northeast.
So you got to drive there naked?
In the U.S.
I can imagine a problem in the summertime on the Naugahyde.
Some of these people have been going there for 20 and 30 years.
Oof.
Good times.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Where's my garlic?
And you can't go with the ever popular. Oh man, I must have go fold my other suit.
And I can't tell you what I normally tell my sons to do if they're naked and need someplace to put their billfold.
No, you can't.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.